Ayo, your bro is back, and in this video we're gonna talk about money. Well, well, well. So, KNB guidelines are out, and they have explained it very nicely of how and what they're gonna provide. So, if you scroll down and go to the scholarship coverage and duration section, they have mentioned everything, and in this video I'm going to explain you what exactly KNB is going to pay for. And trust me, they pay for every single thing. So the very first thing they mentioned is a settlement allowance will be given to new students upon their arrival in Indonesia. Now, when you are very new to Indonesia, you have this ick of shopping a lot. Like, let's say you are like, oh, I'm in a very new country, I need new clothes, I need new pants, I need new makeup and stuff. So KNB got you covered. KNB got you covered. So when you are a very very fresh scholar and it's your first time in Indonesia, KNB gives you new very very freshly print notes, and the settlement allowance is, during my time it was 1.7 million, but last year it's way more. It's way more than you can imagine. And I don't know how can KNB provide that much amount of money. I cannot tell you the amount because it's not official. Like, I just heard from people, so I cannot just tell you the amount. But it is huge. It is huge. But this year I don't know if it's gonna be the same. But yeah, rest assured that the settlement allowance is going to be 1.7 million or more. Then tuition fees in BPA program and academic program, regular classes or international classes, as long as duration of scholarship. I don't have to explain it, right? Your tuition fees, everything is covered. It's covered so well that you will never even know until you graduate that how much was your tuition fees. So your international office will take care of it. You don't have to worry about your tuition fees. And then during BPA and academic program, the KNB student will receive living allowance monthly upon their arrival in Indonesia, as long as KNB students live in Indonesia during their duration scholarship. See, the living monthly allowance is around 5 million IDR. If you want a complete detailed video of it, I have explained it here. The living allowance, it kind of increases according to the degree you're pursuing. I mean, if you're bachelor's, you receive 4.7. If you're master's, you receive 4.8. If you are a PhD, you receive 5 or more. And if you want the full details of how you spend it and stuff, you can go watch a video I've made somewhere on my channel. I'm lazy. But yeah, you get a living allowance and it is more than enough if you spend it well. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. It's not like you will be broke by the month end, even though me and my friends, we go broke by the month end, but it's because we keep doing expensive and unnecessary stuff. So anyways, it's a lifestyle thing. Now the next thing that KNB covers is, during BPA and academic program, the KNB students will receive research and book allowance monthly upon their arrival in Indonesia during their duration scholarship. Book allowance is different from living allowance. Book allowance is specifically for you to purchase books, and it's around 300 to 500. During BPA it's less, like 300, but once you complete the Indonesian course, it increases. And it depends, like, on your major, if you are required to spend the book allowance on books only or what. Because for me, I'm an IT person, so I just read through PDFs and YouTube videos, so I don't purchase any books. I purchase novels. I'll show you my connection. Wait, see, this is Midnight Library. This is my favorite book. We are getting off topic, so let's go back to topic. And yeah, it depends on your major. My friend is an economics major, and they are required to buy books, and they are supposed to do their homework in those books. So that's another thing. It's a major problem. And then the next thing KNB covers is a health insurance. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention one thing. The living allowance, they have mentioned that as long as KNB students live in Indonesia during their duration scholarship. Let's say for holiday you want to go back to your country. So semester breaks here are 2 months long, and let's say I want to go back to India in February and March. Now, February and March are 2 months. So, if you are outside Indonesia for more than a month, you won't receive the stipend for that month. So, make sure if you want to keep receiving the stipend, make sure you come back to Indonesia within a month, or else you won't get the allowance. And it's okay as well if you want to spend more time with your family, but just just for your information, you won't receive the stipend. So make sure you come back within 29 days, okay? And then health insurance covers treatment of illness, outpatient and inpatient care, and accidents. Coverage treatment follows the policy of the health insurance provider, not for aesthetic treatments. So girls, if you want to do some beauty treatments, or boys you want to clean your teeth or something, so it's not covered, okay? Health insurance, it depends on the provider, and the provider is chosen by your university, so it depends on their policy, like exactly what they cover. In my university, the insurance, it covers only like bedridden illness, or let's say I get into a very severe accident. I hope so not. Hope so not. And that's what the insurance is gonna cover. But if it's like a minor injury, minor fever or something, mostly universities, they have a university clinic, they have a doctor's clinic and even dental clinics. And for my university, the doctor and dental clinic is for free for the students. So if I have any problem, I just go there. And I hate taking medicine, so I just try recovering by myself, and that's too personal. Why am I telling you all this? Anyways, guys, get back to topic. And then next thing is, yeah, funding for publishing scientific articles once during scholarship period for master's and doctorate degree. Once, okay, once. So if you are someone who loves publishing articles and every semester you want to publish a new research paper, you will have to cover it on your own, because KNB is gonna cover that only once for your main thesis, okay? Then they will provide an economy class airline ticket for arrival from the international airport of the student's home country to Indonesia, including local transport to the host university, and provide economic. So basically, you're traveling from India to or any country to Indonesia, and when you're done with your graduation from Indonesia to your country, KNB is gonna pay for it. But if you ask me, if I want to go holiday, will KNB pay for that? No. You have to save from the allowance, or yeah, you have to cover it by yourself. Then it says KNB students must return to their home countries no later than 60 days after the program ends, or after the graduation certificate was issued by the university, as long as their resident permit has not expired. So once you graduate, your university is going to book your ticket within 60 days of your program completion. So yeah, and make sure your visa is valid until you finish. And then a program completion is not necessarily graduation or a commencement ceremony. A written ticket will be booked by host university. The student must apply for exit permit only, as well as book the ticket. I'm crying because they say like a graduation is not like commencement ceremony. So might happen, let's say I graduate in 3.5 years. If my thesis is approved in semester 7 and my teacher says, okay, you are good to go, you don't have to stay in this university anymore, we can't take more of you, then that means I've already graduated, and that means I'm quite smart. But let's see, we'll see it in the future. But yeah, if you have graduated, if your professor declares that this person is already eligible of receiving the graduation certificate, your ticket might be booked, because it's not mandatory for you to wait for the graduation ceremony. And I was crying because I want to attend the graduation ceremony. Guys, I want to dress up, I want to wear a sari and have a nice photo shoot during my graduation. So hey, come on, don't do that. Let's see, we'll see in the future, okay? And then they say The duration of scholarship is exclusively and correlated to the duration of the academic program as indicated below. So Indonesian language course, which is BIPA, is maximum 12 months. For those 12 months you will receive stipend. If you are a PhD student, plus 48 months. If you are a master's student, plus 24 months. If you are a bachelor student, 48 months, 8th semester. So if you, let's say you fail a semester, let's hope not, but let's say you fail a semester, will KNB pay for your 9th semester? No, no. So that's why maintain a good grade, okay? Then KNB says, please be advised that the KNB scholarship is calculated to support the KNB students' costs only. There is no provision for dependents or family. KNB students are not allowed to bring dependents or family to Indonesia. The KNB scholarship provides no financial or pastoral support for dependents or family and will not endorse the visa application of not provide travel for dependents. So if you plan to bring someone in Indonesia, it's on you. If you want them, if you want a visa for them, if you want to cover the expenses, everything is supposed to be covered by you, and you cannot ask KNB, don't ask them. It's clearly mentioned, okay? So yeah, just follow the rules, and these are the details of everything that KNB covers. If there's anything else you want to know, just ask me in the comment section. And yeah, hope to see you in another video. Bye.